The design didn't start with an overall shape first. It started with a feeling. She wanted her little girl to look at her and think, my mum looks like a princess. So from the beginning, the dress had to have a dramatic skirt, but still be something she could feel feminine in. I started sketching to see where the idea wanted to go visually. This is usually how the direction starts to take shape for me when I'm working through any type of design. Around the same time, there was an exhibition at the National Gallery of Victoria. I wanted to see the construction up close, the fabric manipulation, and the detail before committing to any one idea. One of the dresses really stayed with me. And then this off the shoulder bodice detail wrapped across the bust and over the arms in one piece. This was definitely something I was going to attempt. With all of these ideas in mind, I went back to drawing and started putting it all together. As I would sketch, I would also drape these ideas over the mannequin. I kept coming back to the draped, twisted neckline that wrapped over the arms. I felt it really balanced the high thigh opening that the bride wanted. At this stage, I showed these sketches to her and she was happy to go ahead. I started the dress by drafting the corset pattern first. Knowing it would be the foundation piece, it was going to do most of the work in this dress. It needed to support the weight of the train and hold the off-the-shoulder neckline up and in place. The corset would need to be boned so it could support the dress up properly. I experimented with different ways of manipulating this fabric until the off-the-shoulder shape started to make sense to me visually.
All right, let's do the dress then.
We were fitting the corset and the slip skirt layout first, and then fitting the outer layer, the draped bodice, and the main skirt with the train separately. Because she had recently stopped breastfeeding, her measurements were still changing, so I continued refining the fit as her body adjusted. At this point, the bodice and neckline were close to how we wanted, but the skirt needed more volume. Instead of committing to the final fabric straight away here, I tested a heavier satin to see whether it would create the silhouette we were after. We both agreed that a mid-weight satin was the right choice, something between the first and the second satin weight that we fitted. From there, I decided to make a removable tulle underskirt to add volume and create that dramatic skirt we were after. To make sure I was completely happy with the final fabric, I tested it by draping the bodice over the mannequin first. I wanted to see how the fabric weight would hold the draped neckline, how it would fall, and whether it would work for the final dress. And it did.